It's a new day. Just picked up John because he's been getting way too many tickets this week.
6 tickets in 1 week.
Six tickets
in 1 week.
So
Six
he's
fucking tickets.
He's just gonna stay off the road for a couple of days, but gonna pull off the fender, pull off the front bumper, figure out what we need to do to get this fender to fit a little bit better, figure out what we need to do to get the bumper to fit a little bit better, hang the fender, paint the fender, fix whatever we need to do, bend whatever, weld, paint the fender, and then put it back on after it's painted. I'm going to check the weather, and if it's nice tomorrow for Labor Day, I'm going to do an oil change on my car and drive that tomorrow. And yeah, it's go time. Got this section over here re-secured. Next section we got to work on is right here. What I'm going to bring up to John, see if he wants to do this. Cut off a good section, that right there, and use this thin flat stock, lay 2 pieces across and weld that in, and then cut all this excess metal out, and then you still have the support. On 240s though, you really don't need the support in front of the strut tower. Like anything in front of the strut tower, all the suspension components sit back, so the only thing going on up here is just the front bumper support, and then support for the lights and support for the radiator. But we already got the lights and radiator taken care of. This is just kind of extra to brace you if you hit a wall or whatever. But maybe I'll get John to buy like a nice bash bar or something, and we won't even have to worry about that. Just did some quick little spot welds right here just because it's starting to lift up. Just getting it a little bit structurally stable. Still waiting for John to get back to see what he wants to do with this part right here. And then test fit the fender one more time, paint, put the bumper on, and then start working on the light. Just checked the weather for tomorrow, and it's going to be off and on thunderstorms, so I'm going to procrastinate the oil change on this even longer, and I'm not going to be driving it tomorrow. Just going to drive my truck and have fun. Hopefully it doesn't storm too bad, because I'm going to have a Labor Day picnic with my family and a bunch of friends. And if anybody's wondering what welder we're using the Lincoln Electric 3200 HD, and we don't even have a gas tank on it right now. We're just doing it flux core, and it works pretty good for little stuff, but we're gonna get a tank set up soon because I'm trying to perfect my welding, get it a lot better, and hopefully start doing some side projects and some big fab work for me, John, and other people with drift cars and welding up exhaust and side projects, all that. As for a helmet, we also got a Lincoln Electric auto darkening helmet, and it works perfectly. I love everything about it, and it's perfect for what we're using it for. Okay, this is all done. It's about strong as hell. It's not going anywhere. So that's all done. John's over here doing his thing.
Painting.
It's gonna be the first coat. We're probably gonna do 3 coats maybe. And we also gotta touch up all the welding spots we did over here. Right there, down there, and then the hood bracket right there. So, looking good. John sent it with some red paint. It almost matches.
It's close enough. It's a drifter.
And then he had a little touch in the front. All the other weld spots are covered up with black. And then the fender is almost dry with the first coat. So somehow we managed to get the passenger side light just bolted up. It's all the way down, and it's pretty flush.
Yeah,
so
that'd be cool.
We got self-tapper holding it right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to tack weld it. Okay, the bumper is fitting good. Light is fitting good. Welded it up for extra support. Gotta cover that up with paint. Still waiting on the fender over there to dry. Gonna take off the bumper, put on the fender, tuck this wire, throw back on the bumper, and then we can put the actual lights in whatever route John's going with those. It's looking pretty good. I just realized we now have 10 full subscribers. And if you check out the last video, John promised he'd do a burnout, even though my tires are on the back, so he's not really losing much. But he's going to do a burnout in his car tomorrow. I'm going to make him do it and make sure he does it if we're working on the cars, because it is Labor Day tomorrow. But if not, it will be the next day, and he will be doing a burnout. Maybe I'll convince him to let me do a burnout because he doesn't know what he's doing. But we're going to see. The fender is now completely secured. What we did is we had to take a nut and bolt, bolt it all the way through with a giant sleeve. And then right here we just got a flat stock holding it up a little bit higher back there. It's sitting all flush now. And shut the hood. Hood lines up practically perfect. There's a little dent right here, but other than that, lines up good. This side lines up even better. Lights are almost even, but the light was pretty hard to get adjusted, so that's good. It's just gonna throw on the front bumper. Right? Bumper is on. Sorry, the lighting is bad because it's super dark, but fits decently. Not too shabby. Oh yeah, about to call it a night. Garage is somewhat cleaned up. Tomorrow's Labor Day. Probably won't be working on the cars, but might be. Just noticed my car is way too high on the front. I don't know why. So I'm gonna lower that sometime in the next few days. And I might get stuck on my driveway again. But it'll be okay. John's car is ready to go on the road. He just needs a radiator, whatever headlights he's gonna do, and then blinkers, all that other bull crap. But honestly, he probably won't even put that on. He'll drive around and get more tickets, because that's what John does best, is get tickets.
6 in a row, baby.
So yeah, that's the end of today's video. Stay shifty. Boom.